Over here in the top right corner from Team Root Gaming, it is the USA champion for the World Championship Series. It is Vibe, the green Zerg, who has done actually pretty well. He had a chance to advance to the round of 16 in BWC, but fell just a little bit short in his group, finishing 1 and 2. On the bottom right, we have from Team Acer, it is the newly acquired Terran for one of the top European teams. It is MMA, GSL champion. What else can you say about this guy? This Iron Squid champion, playing well at IPL 4 also this season, or sorry, last season. I'm wondering what he's going to do in IPL 5 for this season, and this is his opportunity, because MMA is on the verge of becoming irrelevant. People are saying, you know, the new Korean Terrans are stepping up. Like, for example, they say Ryung is supposed to be the new MMA, right? Like, Ryung is the guy that's supposed to be that really good Terran that Slayers really has, or formerly produced. Tasia was another Terran that Slayers produced. Whereas MMA, is he regressing as opposed to progressing? I think a lot of questions are surrounding him, and I think MMA has finally showed up to NASL to silence all his critics.
You know, you have to ask that, though. I mean, it's only reasonable to do so, because MMA, he's been in the limelight for not the best things recently. I know he's had a lot of controversy, especially with the Slayers team. Him and Jessica had a big tiff, and it's no secret. And I feel like that might affect him. That might affect a player that's trying to concentrate solely on playing, but he just can't because of outside factors. We'll see if that actually comes into play here, as he is starting off with the 2 racks against Vibe. Now remember, this is for seeding 6th and 7th in the wild cards. Winner will play against Alicia. Huck will be against the loser. In that case, I don't think any of these players win out, honestly, because those are 2 very tough players.
Although I feel like depends on how Vibe wants to pick, because MMA, he's kind of the Terran player that struggles against Protoss still nowadays. A lot of Terrans still say Protoss is kind of their weaker matchup in terms of TVT and TVZ. In fact, most Terrans say they like TVT nowadays compared to the other matchups. We'll see how things go, though. Looks like we see the first couple of Marines moving across the map. Vibe sees it with his Overlord, so he knows the timing of which the SCV wants to get up there. Vibe could producing a couple Zerglings, going to also... What's he going to do with the first couple of minerals he has? He should start a Spinecrawler as soon as possible, but instead, he's actually just mining as if it's casual.
He doesn't really care about this. Now, there are 2 Marines in that little cubby over there. It's really, really difficult to actually engage against this. Of course, the 3rd Marine will really solidify this positioning and stop Vibe from really pushing forward with just those drones. But as you can see, Zerglings are joining the fray. Now, no SCV is being pulled. This Overlord, it's in such an intelligent position. It really tells a Vibe, should I actually pull more drones, or should I just rely on my Zerglings and my Queen to come out a lot later? And as you can see, Vibe making the right decisions. He's just going to wait and not really put any drones in danger.
That's right. MMA just taking a little bit more of the safer poke route. Doesn't want to necessarily just all in. Entombed Valley is a map where you can kind of re-attack when you have a lot of Marines. Now you can see MMA poking in very slightly. Vibe has to be very cautious. Oh, he loses the Queen. That's going to hurt a lot.
You can actually lose a lot more than this. Now you can see Roachhorn underway, but no units in queue. This is actually super risky for Vibe. But of course, MMA is a little bit scared to actually walk on creep. And here we go. The drones will be pulled momentarily.
Yeah, Vibes, I mean, he didn't make a Spinecrawler because he didn't need it to prevent the bunker, but still, it'd be nice to make him pretty safe. If you saw last night's GSL, Innovation was doing lots of poking, and you just never back down and make Zerg be very accountable. Vibe has to be very cautious with not losing too much, because if he loses a 2nd Queen, already so many Zerglings have been forced, it can get very messy soon.
So MMA already feels a little bit worried, I would say. Now the Roachhorn has finished, but right now MMA is thinking to himself, well, I haven't seen a lot of drones that have been pulled offline, so I have to be very careful for some sort of speedling or baneling attack. Of course, we know it's Roaches. Roaches can be very powerful in this situation, but he needs to make a ton of them. You can see 4 barracks already down. If a single bunker comes up, actually 2 bunkers come up over here, then he's absolutely safe against this Roach pressure. But MMA might think it only can be Zergling baneling. I don't have to worry about that. Let me go ahead and just rely on my Marines and these barracks to tank all the damage.
Well, the Roaches are now out into the middle of the map. Vibe has stopped production of drones. He's actually double overlording implying that he wants to squeeze out a huge round of production again. He's getting expanded to a third base too. This is kind of like a take of a delayed roach pressure, but of course that was delayed solely because of the Marine poke early on. MMA has 4 barracks finished and 1 bunker, but the 1 bunker, I don't know if it can extend all the way down the ramp, so you can kind of still poke if you get a nice enough position. You're
going to need 2 bunkers. That's why you need 1 over here for sure. Now the Zerglings get up here, and I think this is the worst decision for Vibe. You should have kept those Zerglings alive there. Really unnecessary, because what he wants to do is focus on this barracks over here. That's exactly why you need that second bunker. And you can see even these roaches can outrange the bunker here.
Well, MMA actually covering almost the entire ramp. Vibe trying to find a nice little nook, but instead he's just poking and trading roaches for the Marines and just going to withdraw from there. Nice defense from MMA, and he's going to get a pretty decent economy up. He already has his 3rd orbital finished, and that's just going to give him a good explosion of resources, considering that he's going to have a starport out soon and needs to start getting as much bio as possible.
That's right. But what Vibe actually reads from this situation is, okay, I know you're going bio. I see the tech labs on top of your barracks. I don't have to worry about Hellion stuff going on right now. What that also empowers a little bit later is going to be Zerglings on the field. Yes, you can have delayed factories, but a scout should actually verify, okay, you're sticking on bio. I can just go mass Zerglings, get some Banelings, maybe a couple of roaches, and I'm A-okay against this composition. Zergling Baneling, amazingly strong against Marines and Marauders, especially when you have creep there.
Yes.
What Vibe needs to work on right now is to start managing his creep, try to get the right composition out. He already has double evolution chamber. There you can see a Baneling nest is going to be made right now. He's doing everything right. Staying on hatchery tech is actually great to make sure you can keep that drone production up as long as possible. Then slow tech to that lair, really stabilize, and make sure you can get that economic advantage.
No, you're dead on, Andre, with that analysis. When you go bio, the benefit of being able to kite and heal all the time is great, but when you get Zergling Baneling, and pretty much throw in anything as a 3rd wheel, it can be Mutalisks, it can even be Roaches. We see Hyun do that quite often, Zergling Baneling Roach, and just be able to pressure off of 3 bases like crazy.
It's a little unfair. Hyun is a little bit super.
That's right. Hyun's going to win everything. He's going to win GSL, IPL5, and NASL.
How sick would that be?
I think he's going to go for the triple crown all in like a weekend and a half.
That's right.
But it does see the huge medevac timing that MMA has set up with. Actually, it's kind of off time compared to his upgrades, but so is Vibe's upgrades at the same time. A massive stim, but that's before any units are committed. Vibe doesn't even have roach speed, so he has to do this very cautiously. No Banelings either. MMA pushing into the natural.
Well, coming from behind, there are 6 Banelings over there, but it's not going to make it in time. You can see those Banelings are finally waddling over, but the battle is almost finished already. Now, Marines are on the top of that ramp. It helps out so very much. Still has a lot of medevacs. He has to wait for those 32 Zerglings to come out here. If Vibe had better position, he would be able to fend that off a lot better. But unfortunately, you can see MMA doing an amazing amount of damage. He will be cleaned up, but he already, just did significant damage to the economic line of Vibe. As you can see, the drone count at the natural isn't too high, and he's still putting on more and more pressure.
Yeah, and it's the fact that Vibe hasn't been able to safely drone up. I mean, Vibe's at 53 workers, but it's not like MMA killed that much either. He's only killed 6 workers, Andre. But it's because of the imminent threat, the pressure that MMA's been able to apply. Vibe never feels safe. Now, one thing that I really like from MMA is that he's cleaning up overlords as well. And with bio, you need as much map control as possible. And taking away overlord vision is very crucial towards your mid-game success.
Now, Vibe did suffer a lot from that beginning stage. Not only did he kind of lose out, I feel, from that 2 racks pressure, but he also went the wrong choice of doing that Zergling Roach attack and not really yielding anything from that. So he is behind. That's why even with the Zergling Baneling that he was able to clear up the big attack, but he was so far behind economically in the get-go that he wasn't really able to fend that off efficiently. So now Vibe yet again has to look to stabilize, but you can see this pressure is just doing so much. He's trying to drone up, but MMA is just putting on so much pressure all over the place. Now at the 3rd base and continually at the natural, looks like he's going over to the main by the mini-map too.
Just look at the tempo that MMA is taking. He's only using a little amount of units to do immense amount of economic damage. You know, just forcing drones to be pulled, and his economy is exploding. 72 workers. And he has his 4th command center done, while Vibe, I mean, he just started saturating gases number 5 and 6 while trying to get Mulus Tech out. When you're going for Mulus, you want as much gas as possible, and Vibe seems to be grasping at the roots here.
And not only that, look at the creep spread. There's not a single creep tumor out on the map. That's really unfortunate for Vibe. He wants to have those creep tumors out to empower the Zergling Baneling. But a lot of players have been saying Muta is exceptionally strong in this matchup. I'm indecisive about it. I don't know just yet, but a lot of people are saying, you know, once you get that Muta count, it's actually very, very difficult for Terrans to get off of like Marine Siege Tank, which is really good against that composition, but if Zerg wins one fight, it's like all over. Like they can just have so much momentum from that. Yeah,
if you win overwhelmingly, if your Banelings get great connections, then Terran really struggles to get back onto their feet. But MMA's got a huge mass. He's maxed. He's pushing. Doesn't even have 2-2, but it doesn't even matter because Vibe, what does he have? He's got Banelings rolling in from the back, but MMA's just got so much stuff. GG. And MMA takes the game.
MMA looks
a lot like Puma. Did he actually join EG now?
I don't think so.
Are the rumors true, Andre?
No, he joined Acer. Frodan. Loser, of course, Vibe, is going to face off against Huck. The winner is going to face off against Alicia for the wildcard spots. I kind of feel like
MMA is going to go play on Alicia? Or I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah, so loser plays Alicia and winner plays Huck.
I'm wrong.
So MMA now faces off against Huck, and Vibe will play against Alicia. That's really tough because I feel like Alicia it would be a big challenge. I feel like Vibe, when he plays against Huck, matches a lot more evenly than a Korean Protoss, who just seems to be incredibly strong in all tournaments.
Yeah, you're right. MMA will match up against Huck. Excuse me. Yeah, he was right. I'm sorry.
That's right. And if you guys have more questions, just go to our Facebook, facebook.com/NASLTV.
That's right.
But you can get more information about our finals as well. We are running a $20 discount promo. If you use LA Byte through our Ticketmaster systems, you get $20 off. And Andre, I could do so many things with $20.
What could you do?
I could buy an NASL Season 4 HD Pass, which is $15.99. If you use the code Season4_Frodan, you can also get it for $12.99. How about that?
So you can use the discount code and then
to save $20.
No, you can pretty much get the Season 4 finals and Season 5 pass for the regular price.
Season 4 pass. Well, we're running the Season 4 pass.
I know, but like you can get the eventual
Season 5
no,
pass. We can do both. You can do both.
Boom.
It's just like a grocery store, man. You can get anything you want.
Exactly.
$20. This is a financial accountant that you're listening to, man. Boom. He's got everything going on. Guys, our next game of the night is going to be a good one. It's going to be another tiebreaker between Arthur and Oz. And we're waiting just for the graphics to come up. But Arthur versus Oz is going to be awesome PvP. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, our next tiebreaker, don't go anywhere. The day resumes right after this.
Right now.